let's talk about Lamar Jackson, man. Is he your MVP this year?
I am going to say so. I feel like moments are important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that at this in this juncture that Josh Allen is the league MVP.
He's been killing it.
I feel like I feel like in this situation, Lamar Jackson has the better numbers, but last year Josh had the better numbers and Lamar won the MVP. I feel like moments are important, and even though Lamar Jackson has better numbers, he besides that moment with Josh, he hasn't had the moments. He lost to Patrick Mahomes opening weekend. Lost one of the matchups with Pittsburgh. Lost the matchup with Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen, the Kansas City Chiefs are 15-1. Who was that loss to?
Buffalo.
The Detroit Lions are 14-2. Who was one of their losses to?
Buffalo. And Buffalo killed them that week. Killed them. That game is the reason my team didn't make it to the championship in the fantasy league. I lost to Jayla's team by 12, and Detroit's defense had a negative 12 that game. So Buffalo, man, and Josh Allen has had some big games, and he has been killing it. So you said Josh Allen is your MVP.
Yeah. You had a good fantasy team there too, man.
And I'm thinking like, hey, why did I pay attention and start the Detroit defense against Buffalo? That was just crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, they're really, man. 16 guys on IR.
They still have been doing solid though, at least putting up 4 or 5 points. So I was like, I ain't gonna keep switching different defense. I'm just keeping it. I ain't even paying attention to who they playing. And I'm looking up, and that was like negative 12. I said negative 12. I was like, Jesus Christ. But man, Buffalo put a whooping on one of the best teams in the NFC. And we're talking about Detroit. Who wins this Sunday, man? Minnesota, Detroit.
Two 14-2 teams. That's this will be the first time that a team wins 14 games and doesn't win a division title. But I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings. I said it 2 or 3 months ago. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings are the best team in football with Justin Jefferson, with Jordan Addison, with Aaron Jones running that football. Sam Darnold, which most people forget was the second overall pick in the draft that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson were both drafted in, shows you the power and the ability to be able to have excellent, competent coaching, which the Bears don't have, but that's a different subject for another day. Kevin O'Connell, man in the team, Brian Flores calling that defense. Has that defense looking like a championship defense, and with the Detroit Lions missing David Montgomery, missing Aiden Hutchinson, not being able to stop a nosebleed, I'm gonna say that the Minnesota Vikings go on the road, win the football game at Detroit, and get that number 1 seed.
Yeah, everybody got to go through Minnesota to make it to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is going to go straight through Minnesota. Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson, bet one of the best receivers in the game. Harrison Smith on that defense, still making it happen on defense, even in his later years. I'm going to say that the Minnesota Vikings, the road to the NFC is going to go straight through Minnesota, and they're going to be hard to beat. Top 10 ranked in offense, top 10 ranked in defense.
Yeah, they are a great team. I was surprised that they beat up on Green Bay like that. I did not think that they was going to beat up on Green Bay like that. And their defense, even though Green Bay made a late run, Minnesota's defense looked really good throughout the whole game. Really stifled the receivers. As you know, Green Bay has so many great receivers, has a great tight end, great running back, and they made Green Bay not look so good. And you mentioned 2 names that I want to get into about Minnesota. First, I would like to get into Sam Darnold. What do you think about the Jets? Did they release Sam or did they trade him to Minnesota?
They traded him to Carolina, and then they traded him to Carolina. Then he went from Carolina to San Francisco and learned under Kyle Shanahan, and then he went from San Francisco. He went from San Francisco and then went to he went from San Francisco and now Minnesota, signing a 1-year deal.
So how big do you think he gets the money next year?
I do think he gets the money, and I think if he wins that football game on Sunday night, you got to bring him back. I like J.J. McCarthy. I thought coming out of college that he'd be a really good pro, but there's no way that a Sam Darnold goes 15-2. You know how hard it is to win 15 games in the NFL. Tom Brady only did it once in a 23-year Hall of Fame greatest of all time. The only time he won 15 plus games was the year that they went undefeated. Yeah. That's the only year. 15-2. You got it. 15-2, and then another thing that's not mentioned is that Sam Darnold actually has better numbers than Josh Allen.
Oh wow, yeah, that's something definitely don't talk about.
We wouldn't think about it because his name is Sam Darnold. Oh, if Sam Darnold has those numbers, he would easily be considered. If Josh Allen had Sam Darnold's numbers this year, we wouldn't even discuss who's the league MVP because we would know that it's Josh Allen, even though he'll likely win it this year. Yeah, Sam Darnold's been unbelievable. You cannot let him walk in free agency. You've got to pay that man. You got to back up the Brinks truck. Pay the man.
Back up the Brinks truck. So why are we not considering Sam Darnold for MVP?
I think that just because he has such, I think one, there's such a shock effect of what he of how good a season he's having, and then I think that unfortunately, sports is about popularity, and so Josh Allen and Lamar, look at how they run, look at how they throw. They can do every single thing on the football field. Mm-hmm. They're tops in the league when it comes to jersey sales. And Sam Darnold, this is supposed to kind of be a backup quarterback who was supposed to be backing up J.J. McCarthy, who you are just bringing in for insurance purposes, and he went from having a pretty good season to having he went from them just being okay, they're respectable, to no, if they win this Sunday, they are the number 1 seed in the conference, and I think that nobody expected it from them. So it's just hard to make a guy like that league MVP.